the 419 with Gretchen DeBacker, Matt Killam, and Kevin Mullen.
Welcome into the 419, powered by WGTE and presented by Witro Wealth Management. I'm Kevin Mullen alongside
Gretchen DeBacker.
Matt Killam.
It is our Toledo.com community calendar driven by Tarda.
It's my
Thursday edition.
favorite day of the week on the show.
Why?
Because we get to talk about the weekend. We only have one more day of work left. It's all very exciting.
Okay. All right.
Way to sell it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But it's, there's so many different things that are going on. And so I think that's what I enjoy is like the diversity of the events that we've had is that there's food-based events, drink-based events, there's arts and culture, sporting events, just all kinds of different opportunities of things you want to do, get out and enjoy the community and explore Northwest Ohio. And I think it's, if you're not sure what to do this weekend, the top 5 is a good place to start, right? This is a kind of curated list from our friends at Toledo.com who've said, hey, if you got to go out and do something.
It's a nice mix of things. This weekend is going to be, we're a lot of talking about Valentine's Day, a couple of Valentine's themed events, so it should be fun.
I need some help here. What should I get my wife for Valentine's Day? I'm assuming I should get her something.
Earplugs.
You should all leave the house and let her be by herself for the day.
I struggle with that as the
as the gift.
Right, because it's like you love us so much, you want us to go away. And I know that is true. I know that is absolutely true.
Sure.
But I struggle with the reality of that like what she wants more than anything else is time away from us.
Well, I think it's good to
But
face
it's like
reality.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what she texted me. So I don't know how else to tell you.
Oh my goodness! All right, that's fair. All right.
Do the kids do a bunch of stuff at school for Valentine's Day?
They do. So
Yes.
I've said this before. I think we've talked about this on the podcast. Like my daughter is incredible, and she is maybe the most responsible person in the family. I am, if not last, second to last, potentially including the dogs in that list.
Sure.
And so like she gets her brothers together and they work on different things and paint pictures, and it's
She's going to be a party planner like her mom.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's
Organized.
thoughtful in that
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
that I'm just not wired that way. So I appreciate you guys telling me that what I need to do for my wife is leave.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, nailed it. Exciting program today.
Yes.
It's going to be another show that flies by. We've got 3 incredible guests. We're talking with Jessica from Handmade Toledo, as we'll go through our top 5 events with her and talk about an upcoming event at Handmade Toledo.
Handmade is one of my favorite downtown attractions.
It's so cool. I've always admired this person from afar, Jessica from afar. I've never had the chance to talk to her in depth, so I'm so excited to be able to get to talk to her about why she started Handmade Toledo and what she's a maker herself, so that's going to be a good conversation.
I'm realizing that this show is really Gretchen's strategy to make friends.
Oh.
Is that
Yes.
like lock them into the chair and then
I
they
don't see what's
can't
wrong with that.
go away for 15 minutes. Yeah. We're also going to be talking with Floyd Anderson.
I won't be.
Okay, so Matt is going to be talking to Trekkie Monster.
Only.
Floyd Anderson, of course, in Avenue Q.
Yes.
Playing at the Collingwood Arts Center.
And I saw it last weekend and knew immediately, instantaneously, that we had to have Trekkie Monster on the show. So excited that he's going to
The
be
real
here.
stage presence.
Yeah, so no disrespect to Floyd, but we do not want to talk to Floyd.
I'm not even acknowledging that person exists.
And then, of course, we'll wrap up the program.
Bring out the puppet. I don't even care if you two are on the show.
We'll also have Matt Sussman with BG Curling talking about the Olympics and talking about the cool stuff they're doing, getting people into the sport of curling. That and more on a Thursday edition. When we come back, we're joined by Jessica from Handmade Toledo. Take a look at our Toledo.com community calendar driven by Tarda here on the 419. We'll be right back.
Support for the 419 comes from Witro Wealth Management, where we understand that your financial path is personal. Advisory services are offered through Capital Investment Advisory Services, LLC. Securities offered through Capital Investment Group, Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. More information at witroadvisors.com.
The 419, powered by WGTE, is made possible in part by supporters like you. Thank you.
Introducing The Local Thread, a community news series uniting voices and storytellers from across the region. In partnership with La Prensa, the Toledo Free Press, the Sojourner's Truth, Toledo Public Schools, and veteran journalist Jerry Anderson. The Local Thread brings you stories and conversations that connect our community. Hear it weeknights at 7 on FM 91 with early access on podcast platforms each morning. The Local Thread, only on WGTE.
Welcome back into the 419. We're taking a look at our Toledo.com community calendar driven by TARDA and joined now by Jessica from Handmade Toledo.
Hello.
Hello, thank you for coming in.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me.
If someone has been living under a rock and has no idea what Handmade Toledo is, you import all of your goods from overseas, right?
Yeah.
What is Handmade Toledo?
Handmade Toledo is a creative multi-purpose space. So we're in about a 10,000 square foot building, and within that we have a maker shop where we carry the work of around 300 local and regional artists. We have studios, we have a gallery, we have a workshop where we have lots of art, craft classes, and then we have an event space too where we do community events, like some of our monthlies like DIY After Dark, and we do an open mic, and we also rent it out for private events like birthdays and weddings and graduation parties.
So you're located down on Adam Street. Can you talk a little bit about the evolution? You're a maker yourself. How you went from doing that yourself in your own sort of small business to evolving into having this space for all these other people.
Yeah, so yep, I'm a maker, and I used to do a lot of like craft shows, indie craft shows, and I would travel around like the Midwest doing these shows. And when I would travel around, I would meet other makers from Toledo. And I'm like, how do we not know each other?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was pretty connected in the arts community in Toledo. You know, I started a roller derby league, so you learn a lot of
story.
people
Yeah.
in that way. And I was like, you know what, Toledo should have a show like this.
Yeah.
We should have, like, there's so many art fairs, there's so many art shows. There needs to be some sort of craft.
How long have you been on Adams?
We've been there since 2012.
How about that? Yeah, good for you.
Yes.
That doesn't have by accident. So.
We're celebrating 14 years of Maker's Mark.
Can you believe that? That's amazing.
That is amazing.
It's
Yeah,
like
good
I
for
have
you.
a teenager, but
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, but they're
But they're
quiet.
nice to you.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's a big building to take care of.
Yeah.
Jess,
Yes.
how did this get into your DNA? Were your parents makers? Are craftsmen, craftspeople? Tell me about that.
yeah, my dad is a machinist, welder, fabricator, you know,
Okay.
and he's always had his own business. And, you know, I went into the arts. I was an art teacher for about a decade before opening the shop.
Where?
So all over the place.
Sure.
I worked at Sophia Quintero. I worked at TSA. I worked for the Arts Commission many times through many different programs, like Young Artists at Work program. So the like carrying over the education and the learning aspect to have like workshops at Handmade was a big thing for me, because I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
This has to happen.
I think you'd be a
Yeah.
very fun art teacher. What is the thing that you're making now? What are you most focused on?
Making Valentine's Day decorations has been
That's right,
has
timely.
been like the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
The last 2 years I've dedicated only to Valentine's decoration.
No, I feel like I do a lot of the events, and I just decorate the space and curate like an experience.
Yeah.
You know, so I do a lot of that. I sew. I have a sewing studio there at Handmade, and I've been doing like small things like crocheting, making some jewelry. You know.
Is
Are
it-
you responsible for the displays in the window there on Adam Street?
At Handmade, yeah.
Yes.
We're a really small staff. There's just 3 of us
Sure.
that do all of the things.
Everything.
Oh my gosh.
So it's kind of a combination of all 3 of us.
Yeah.
Setting things up, just depending. We all just kind of like tap in. And,
Right.
You know.
What was the moment in this business when you were like, yep, this is the right thing to be doing, right? Because I mean, when you start down that road and you go get yourself a 10,000 square foot building,
Yeah.
you went from a 10 by 10 tent at a traveling,
Right.
you know,
My spare bedroom, like in my apartment.
to like, all right, now I have 10,000 square feet. What was the kind of the first moment in this journey when you were like, oh yeah, this is something?
I think when I realized I was also the janitor of the
Sure.
10,000 square feet.
I can relate to that 1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, okay, what did I just
No,
do?
that people just started showing up and like kept coming and like kept contacting us, like wanting to get their art in the shop or wanting to teach a workshop with us, or like the first time someone contacted us about like wanting to have their wedding there.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That's
Sure.
crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love a party and I love love, you know? So what an honor.
I'm curious, as you, all of your travels, and we have the best Maker's Mark, period, but are there other places that you happen upon, either overseas or in the United States, that were like gems or just you fell into that were magical?
Like as far as craft shows
Yeah.
go? Oh yeah, so Handmade Detroit runs a
Okay.
show called Detroit Urban Craft Fair, and that's been going on for 20 years. I did that a whole lot, and I feel like the maker community there is just so accessible, so accepting, so kind. Like I made so many friends, learned a lot, and even like we share each other's shows, we go to each other's shows, like we will recommend artists and everything. So
It's a real community.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is that the one at the Masonic?
Yes.
Yeah, that's huge.
When is it?
When is Detroit Urban Craft
Yeah.
Fair? It's usually the first weekend in December.
Cool.
I think it's a Saturday, Sunday, and it's in the same. It's on the mezzanine level, so it's where I've played roller derby before.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Why is it important? Why are these the things that your community are making and selling important for people to keep doing? Is it why? Did they tell you why it's important to them? Why do you think it's important that these handcrafted items are available for people to purchase?
I think that it's a way of making art accessible to people,
Yeah.
you know, and kind of, I've said craft show and I've said art fair, you know, kind of bridging the gap between the two, where some people are like craft fair,
Yeah.
you know, it has like a different connotation than when you
Sure.
say art fair, but really it's all art, right? Like we have potters, their craft is
Yeah.
pottery. Like we have soap makers, their craft is, you know, making soap. So just kind of having like art is more than just 2D painting on walls, expensive, unattainable type stuff, right? So when you come to Handmade Toledo, shop in the shop, you can learn about the artists, you can know more about them, know where it's made, kind of like the history, the story behind it. And when you come to something like Maker's Mart, you're buying it directly from the maker. So
Right.
you get to like have that personal experience.
We're talking with Jessica from Handmade Toledo, taking a look at our Toledo.com top 5 events. Toledo.com community calendar driven by Tarta. Top 5 events, of which Handmade Toledo has one of them.
Yeah.
But Gretchen, let's dive in. What are the top 5?
Yeah, Jessica, just join us in talking about these if you wish. The first, we've had the guest on to talk about Sense and Sensibility at the Village Players. It was last weekend, and it's again this weekend. Do you have a favorite Sense and Sensibility movie edition? Okay,
Me neither.
you don't have to. That's
Yes.
fine.
I have
the
been
only
to the
one.
Village before
Okay.
for shows.
That's
good.
enough. Yeah. Don't take Gretchen's judgment personally.
No judgment.
Yeah.
The second event is titled Your City Parks Love You. It's a skate night at the Auto Park outdoor skate rink. It's free. You go online to register to have a reservation, but it's free for families, kids, date night. Again, idea
Second
for you,
best
Kevin.
skating experience in the region.
What's the first one?
Easy for you to say, Matt.
Yeah.
Is this ice skating, roller skating?
Yes,
Ice
ice
skating,
skating.
yes.
Okay,
Not
I mean,
doing
you
that.
can
It's not
roller
gonna be a
skate
roller derby.
on the ice. It's
You
just
can turn
Do not
anything into a
recommend.
roller derby.
Do not recommend.
anything is a
I
roller
do
derby.
still have all of my pads.
Yeah.
Go out there. I love it.
I feel like Costco is the thing that's most ready to become a roller derby.
Yeah.
Just start shoving people around.
Flying
into
through
your-
the aisles.
Golden
that
Corral
might
is the
be-
best place for
Yeah.
the roller
That's
derby.
fair.
Have you
I
hung
like
up the roller derby pads forever?
Yes. So yeah, it's a pretty demanding,
Sure.
schedule with
Yeah.
traveling for bouts and several
Is it called
practices a
bouts?
week. Yeah,
love
like
it.
a match, a game. It's
Sure.
called a bout.
I love it.
Yeah.
I can't roller skate, or I could never do that, but I love it. The third event, speaking of beating people up on roller skates, is the Elixir of Love.
Yes. That's called a segue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's being put on by the Toledo Opera. It's Friday the 13th and Sunday the 15th at the Valentine Theater. They've had a whole host of events in the community, some cocktail tasting events and other things leading up to this event. So that should be a fun event for Valentine's Day as
We
well.
had Rachel Cameron on from the opera talking about that program. She is in that show as well.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that'll be great.
That'd be great. Now, probably the best event, not just because Jessica's sitting here, but the fourth event in the Toledo.com powered by Tarda
And
list
fourth
of
is
the week.
always the best
It is.
of the top 5
It's like a
positions.
hidden, right. They're in no particular order.
like first is the worst.
Is Love Mart, which is happening at Handmade Toledo this weekend, Saturday,
Yes.
February 14th from 12 to 6. What can people expect when they come down to that event?
So Love Mart, it's kind of like a Valentine's Day themed Maker's Mart mini style, right? So we'll have about 40 vendors set up. We'll have food trucks. We'll have Flying Rhino Coffee will be there. We'll have City Soda, Dirty Sodas. We'll have a few bakeries. We'll have interactive booths from some of the makers. We'll have a DIY Valentine's Day station and lots of little like creative stations, and it's from 12 to 6 and it's free. And
Do you agree with me that Valentine's Day decorations are the best decorations of the entire year?
yeah.
Better than Christmas?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I agree, because of pink and red.
What an
Me, I
odd
was
way
like,
to ask a question.
I was like, is it Halloween or Valentine's Day?
Oh,
Sure. Okay.
no, for me it's
But I
hands
think
down.
I
Yeah.
am a fan of that.
Okay,
Jess,
good.
how do you put this down? Like, what is making still a respite for you, or do you have to go somewhere in a beach chair? I mean, you oversee a 10,000 square foot child that is your own, and that has things fail or need to be repaired all the time, and you're managing makers. You're a maker. Are you still finding a peaceful place to crochet or make your next thing, or do you need to get away, period? What does downtime look like for you?
Oh no, I love a mobile craft. You know.
Yeah.
Crocheting, it helps you not look at your phone constantly.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
your hands are busy, and you're like, you have something at the end of it, right? So it's kind of like a nice relaxing thing. So yeah, I have crocheted at the beach.
Sure.
I love it. Our final event on the list is called Breaking the Winter Blues. Now, John Ickes, when he was on the show, I think last week, talked about this event that was coming up. It's Sunday, February 15th. It's an inaugural event called Breaking the Winter Blues. It's on the second floor of Hannon's Block, which, if you haven't visited Hannon's Block, it's a restaurant on Monroe Street in downtown Toledo.
Locally owned.
Locally owned.
Really good cheeseburger.
Very good
Excellent
cheeseburgers.
cheeseburgers,
They have
yes.
the great smash burger, and it's just an all-around great restaurant for cocktails and food. But on their second floor, they're having an entire day of music, heavy blues kind of music. You get food, you get some drinks, you go upstairs, you can hang out all day at that
That's
event.
what I do most days.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of heavy drinking, then I just go upstairs. That's what's my Valentine's Day.
That is on Sunday, February 15th, so people can check that out.
Yeah, I think I saw Shane Piasecki, one of the musicians, going to be playing there. So great
Yeah.
local musician.
Should be fun. All of this information you can find at Toledo.com, and now I think it's time for...
And each one of these is places you can get to.
Yes.
Courtesy of our friends at Tarda. You can check out their routes to find the easiest way to get to and from each of these locations. Of course, skip the parking when you're, fighting the crowds for the bout that will be Love Mart.
Good one.
All right, rapid fire 419 quiz.
Okay,
Are
yeah.
you ready?
Hope so.
All right,
Yeah,
4 rapid
she's
fire
ready, I can
questions. Here
tell.
we go. If you were made a world leader, what policy would you introduce?
Oh. Free crafts for
No
everybody.
billionaires.
No
Okay,
billionaires. Love it.
I like it.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
That's hard.
That is hard. I don't know.
Have you had one of those orange faux peanuts, the Halloween candy?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's awesome.
pretty weird.
Circus,
Yeah.
circus peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could fly, where would you fly to first?
Like in an airplane or like
Great.
as a like
Great
me flying.
question.
You know
I
what?
think
You
it means
decide.
fly.
You
but
decide.
yeah.
Okay. Right now, somewhere warm.
Yeah,
Yep.
but great question. Yeah.
And I love so much how I randomly draw a card and they apply every time. What was the last craft you made?
I've been making jewelry.
Nice.
I've done a lot of like little cute charm earrings and like friendship bracelets for Love Mart this weekend.
That's so
Oh,
charming.
good. We're going to have to check that out. Okay, what is your number one most favorite or what you would consider to be the best thing about Toledo?
The community and how accessible it is, you know, like we have a great arts community, our museum is awesome, our zoo is awesome, the low cost of living is pretty awesome, you know, gives you the opportunity to go to other places.
All right, I heard you say parks. Great for.
Also parks, yes.
Our 9 words that describe the city or region. You said a bunch of them, so we can also repeat if you need, if you
Okay.
want to. So let's do it. Ready for the 9?
9 words. Community.
Yes, community. Good.
Accessibility.
Accessibility. Yes. Low cost of living. That is 3.
Yeah.
All right.
The parks, the
Thank you.
metro
God
parks,
bless
really
you.
great.
Yep, we'll give you 2 for that.
I really love that you can go
think
roller skating at the ribbon.
Yes. All right. Listen, we've got
Yes.
1 left.
Did you turn Metro Parks into 2 words?
I did.
Yeah.
We have a lot of really great restaurants.
Restaurant, and that is 9. You're the
Okay,
best.
cool.
Good job.
Thank you
it.
so much, Jessica, for coming
Yes,
in.
thank you.
If people want more information on Handmade Toledo and Love Mart, where can they find it?
HandmadeToledo.com is our website. Our handle is @HandmadeToledo on all the things. All the information should be there.
You're the best.
Jessica, thank you so much. Of course, if you want more information on the Toledo.com community calendar driven by Tarda and the top 5 events, you can check them out at Toledo.com appropriately. These are adorable.
These are so cute. I love them.
The invitations for Love Mart are little Valentines. Can I just give this to my wife? Will that work?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, I love it. All right, when we come back, we are joined by the Trekkie monster from Avenue Q, and allegedly Floyd Anderson might come along too. We'll find out. We'll be right back on the 419.
To me, community means connecting to others.
I'm Donnie Miller, and welcome to The Point.
We're a community committed to education. Discover new ideas, dive into exciting subjects, and engage with the world around you.
I would send them personally a t-shirt. Crime doesn't pay in the old West End, pass it on. That's how we cleaned up the neighborhood.
Vision loss for people is not the end.
It's a story, it's the next chapter.
WGTE Public Media invites you to Get Out and Play Day.
Monday through Friday, it's the 419 powered by WGTE. With Matt Killam, Gretchen DeBacker, I'm Kevin Mullen. What can people expect on the show?
It's going to be an hour, a reminder of why this is a great place to live, work, and play.
WGTE, where you come to watch, listen, and learn.
Welcome back into the 419. Taking a look at our Toledo.com community calendar driven by Tarda and some of the top events happening in the region. Gretchen, you went to go see
I did.
Avenue Q
Yes.
at the Collingwood Arts Center, and
And you brought a man home.
Yeah, I want to say I want to address the elephant in the room, but it is not
an elephant. No.
It is a monster.
So I knew when sitting in the show that I went to with John Ikist at the recommendation of John Ikist at the Collingwood Arts Center, I knew as I was watching the show that there was no finer guest that we could have on the show this week than Trekkie Monster. Trekkie, welcome.
Hello, how are you, Gretchen?
Thanks for getting up early and doing the show.
Me was already up. It's okay. It's okay. Monsters don't sleep that much.
So, you live on Avenue Q, is that right?
I do. I live on Avenue Q above Kate Monster, and then I live next door to Brian and Christmas Eve. So yeah, we have a great time up there.
Now, is that rent controlled, or how are you able to afford
Oh, you know, stability.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
grandfathered in. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Tell me about some of your friends on Avenue Q. Who else?
So we have Rod and Nikki. They have a secret we can't tell just yet. And we have Brian and Christmas Eve. They're an engaged couple. And then I have my downstairs neighbor, Kate Monster. And then we have a new guy. His name is Princeton.
And Princeton moves into Avenue Q, and hilarity ensues.
Yes, bless his heart for choosing Avenue Q. He had lots of options. You know, when me was looking for Avenue Q, I was trying to go to an avenue like Z, because it's way out of my budget. But it's okay. It's okay.
And there's a little bit of controversy, I guess, or some conflict between the monsters on Avenue Q and the humans on Avenue Q.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I think that everyone should accept love, but you should love your monster a little bit more because they are going through trying times, kind of like today's world without talking about today's world.
I just realized
Understood.
if you're only listening to this on the radio, we should mention that
This is also a radio show, Trekkie, so we're going to describe you.
Okay. Why don't we let Trekkie tell us, when
Okay.
you look in the mirror, Trekkie, what do you see?
I see
beauty.
Beautiful, Beyonce-like creature with flowy hair and menacing eyes.
I see the same thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I mean when I look in the mirror.
Okay, fair. No, I am, I would say that I'm, if you could describe me, I am a lint ball on the floor, waiting to be swept up by a Swiffer.
Yeah.
Trekkie,
No sponsorship.
can you introduce us to your friend,
Yes.
Floyd Anderson?
So the guy providing my voice is Floyd. He's right here. It's weird talking to him, but it's okay. So hi, I'm Floyd.
Hi, Floyd.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah.
I am the voice of Trekkie Monster at Avenue Q.
Welcome to the show. This
Thank
is your
you.
first musical production.
Yeah, so this is my first big musical production. I would say a main character.
Yeah.
Even though there's a cast of 12 of us, like I think we all equally fit the bill of what we do on stage together.
Agreed.
Floyd, how on earth did this come to life?
Randomly one night at a bar with friends.
That's where it always
And
starts.
I literally had
That's how my family started.
one too many, and I was like, I'm gonna audition for a musical. And they were like, which one? I said, the one with puppets. And I didn't know much about it. Like I knew, like I graduated high school 2001, so like it was like one of the big musicals.
Yeah.
Fresh out of high school, I think 2002, 2003 is when the original cast came out. And I was like, I want to play Trekkie Monster. And if you know anything about the show, he has a kind of addiction. You have to come see the
Absolutely.
show. And I was like, you know what? I can identify with that person. I was like, let's do it. So it was myself, and for callbacks, there were 6 or 7 Trekkies in there.
No,
and
that's
we were all had like
great.
the same vision, but it was weird to hear everyone's interpretation of the voice.
So at the audition, did you do your voice, your Trekkie voice?
I did, yes.
Okay.
That's what they wanted us to do. They're like, give us your own spin on him.
Because all of the people in the show that do the puppet voices are incredible. They sing in them for the entire time, and certainly when they're talking, they're the puppet voice.
Yeah, I think we know how puppets work, Gretchen.
And I have one of the longest songs, so it's hard to keep it up, but like we do our best. And I think this is our final weekend coming up at the Collingwood Arts Center, and I feel all of us you've seen it.
Yes.
I think we're all enjoying ourselves.
It's a lot of fun.
How long did it take for you to like really connect with the puppet?
So I mean, not too long, because like it's a fun character. I feel like this character is the only improv-driven character,
Sure.
and he's the only character in the show that breaks the fourth wall. So he communicates with the audience, and like he's kind of like the moral compass. Like if something weird is happening, he'll pop up and look
Calls
at the
it out,
audience
yeah.
and be like, "It's fine."
Can you tell us a little bit about Stone Productions? Again, we mentioned that this is being performed at the Collingwood Arts Center, which is a unique theater space in and of itself. But what is Stone Productions? How did that come about in Toledo?
So Stone Productions is the brainchild of James Mole, who is a drag artist known as Amber Stone. So that's where the Stone Productions came from. This is their 10th year.
How about that?
I know. So it's insane, and they're a great person. So I believe they serve, like, they're the head of the board. They direct shows. They're the creative director of this show. So they just have their hand in everything. And I believe their very first show, James, if you're watching, don't hate me.
Their hand in everything.
Oh, we see what you did there.
Yeah. Trekkie, don't acknowledge that. Just keep talking.
No, but I believe their first one was Rent.
Okay.
And they did it in a local bar, Legends or Caesars at the time. I can't remember the name. And it kind of was just in high demand for a community theater that was LGBTQ plus driven.
Okay.
And although most of the cast is LGBTQ plus, anyone is welcome to audition and perform. So I think that's what keeps pushing that forward.
Who is the audience for Avenue Q?
So
Not kids.
you can bring your kids, but what Gretchen, to piggyback off of Gretchen, because I had someone else ask me this just on the street, it's highly viewer discretion advised,
Right.
parental guidance. So, but like Gretchen said, it's definitely 18 plus.
Okay.
Friendly. But if you want to try to bring your kids, we won't turn them away.
Good luck with that conversation.
But however, behind that, if you've seen the stage, we are behind the curtains. Like we do look out the window. And
Yeah.
opening night, there were a few kids there, and I think every cast member was like, "Oh boy!" So you can bring them, but
Can't
like,
save them all.
Definitely
That's
18
it.
plus.
Yes.
Recommended.
Yeah.
No.
Trekkie, have you heard the comparisons between Avenue Q and Sesame Street?
Yes. So so. Do you know that the writers of Avenue Q used to be writers on Sesame Street?
I did not know that.
Before they did the merger with the Big Mouse.
Now, are you friends with any of the folks that live on Sesame Street?
People like to say that Cookie Monster and I are long distance cousins.
Okay.
I can see the resemblance.
Yes, he likes cookies, I like meatloaf.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, those are kissing cousins for sure.
I'm the meatloaf monster.
Trekkie, do you sometimes, or does Floyd prefer for you to talk to people that he doesn't want to talk to? Are you helpful to Floyd in his everyday life?
Floyd is scared out of his mind right now, so we're great.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
good separation.
Isn't that right, Floyd?
Yeah, sure.
I'm good.
Any of Floyd's personal information? Can you give us Floyd's social security number and his mother's maiden name?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, no.
Good. Yeah, sure.
And you, I attended the show last weekend with a couple of improv friends who know you from Glass City Improv. Can you
Yes.
talk about your experience there and have you done shows there as well?
Yes, I've done Glass City Improv for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was a pandemic baby with that. 'Cause I was just trying to find something we couldn't socialize, but like certain stuff you could do. And I was like, look, for some reason, my favorite show at the time, and now I know, was Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Sure. Yes, of
and
course.
if you do improv, it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it is nothing. But I looked at a whole bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of stuff in Detroit was open, and I was just like, I guess I could travel. But for some reason, I clicked on Glass City Improv just by mistake and went down the rabbit hole. And I did my first class. I think when they opened, they allowed like public classes around 2001. No. 2021,
20,
2022, and then I've just done it ever since. I've done every level. I've done every workshop, and
Yeah,
then
cool.
I took a break because I was in Avenue Q, and I am going back in March.
What is your day job?
So I am a commercial producer at a local news station or television station. So I'm an AV nerd. So
Yeah.
hear that, Ma?
There you go.
All the technology that you're like, oh, what is my son getting into? So yeah, I carry camera and I.
This is
edit
exactly
films.
what she envisioned.
This is what she wanted. This is what she wanted.
Yeah,
She
exactly
named me
right.
Floyd. Was like, he's going to be a president. Ha, wrong.
I have two sort of weird technical questions about Avenue Q that we were all talking about
Yes.
after, which is, when you are doing the production, do the production folks or the owners of Avenue Q provide the puppets, or did someone make all of these for the production?
So oddly enough, I randomly know this. I believe there are puppet makers for the show, and this company is located, I believe, in Akron, Canton area. So we just kind of, I believe, the
The
production.
puppet capital of the world. Your words, Floyd.
He is. I mean, I've only been to Akron once, and I
Yeah.
feel like this is going.
If
for
I
it.
go to Akron and I don't see a puppet, I will burn that place
If you're
down.
from Akron, I apologize. But
Yeah. Have you ever been to Akron? Don't apologize to those losers.
You peaked. You peaked right here.
This is your greatest output.
Yeah, so I believe there's different pockets of Avenue Q puppet makers, and we got lucky within Ohio and the region that we went with them in Akron.
And the second question is, the whole performance, the people that are portraying the puppets have their hand in their puppet.
Yes.
And they're dancing and singing, but
Yes.
they're held up. So how
is your
tiring is
training?
that? How did you learn? I mean, it's so easy when you're performing just to drop your hand or to forget that you know.
In theater, I am what they call a princess role. So I
Okay.
come on and do my punchline, and I go off
That's
stage.
the role I play on this show.
Exactly. High five the princesses.
Good job,
Boom.
princess.
Thank you, Trekkie.
So, but I believe that the stamina of the people who are on stage, because like the people who play Dylan and Sammy who play Kate and Princeton, they're on stage. You saw it like literally 95% of the time. And as all of us go kind of on and off, and we can take our hand out and like,
Yeah.
But I feel like you just kind of get used to it afterwards. A lot of people do have the hand grips on, a little DVD behind the scene footage. And a lot of people kind of, once you're off stage, just know that they're back there doing like their hand stretches.
Sure.
So.
Interesting.
Trekkie,
Yes.
can we throw at you
Let's do it.
Gretchen's Wacky Quiz.
All right, let's do
Doesn't
it.
seem as wacky right now.
All right, so I'm going to give you, it does not seem as wacky. I'm going to give you 4 rapid fire questions. Trekkie, Gretchen is going to ask you for your favorite thing in Toledo. And then this is going to be the tough one because I know you haven't been here that long, Trekkie,
Okay.
but we need 9 words to describe Toledo.
Let's do
All
it.
right, so here we go. Question number 1.
Let's go.
Hey, Trekkie, how good are you at saving money?
Not so much. I am a reflection of Floyd.
Tell me, what is your guilty pleasure, Trekkie?
Ooh, my guilty pleasure.
Besides meatloaf.
Yeah.
Besides meatloaf.
And
is,
lovemaking.
Me love anime.
Yeah.
Me love
got-
anime.
yeah.
Yes, we love anime.
I usually say cool when someone says an answer, but I'm not now.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
Cold hands.
Cold hands, a cold toilet, and people who don't wear their seatbelt. Oh, no. Me forgot. Me hate people who don't use their blinker.
All right.
Floyd
You
is
have
projecting
your,
to me right
you
now.
have your driver's license, Trekkie?
Maybe.
Yeah.
What's the most exciting thing you have done on a dare?
Oh, boy.
Remember, we have FCC rules here.
Most exciting thing is on a dare. I know. Me tried meatloaf without ketchup.
Yeah.
How was,
Rule breaker!
was that a miserable experience?
Oh, it was horrible.
This is the greatest moment of my life.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Trekkie, describe yourself in 1 word.
Oh, boy.
Rage.
Lovable!
Yeah.
Agreed. Trekkie, what is your number 1 most favorite thing about the city of Toledo?
I would say Metro Parks, but that's the cop-out. I do
is.
like the parks, but I will have to piggyback off what Handmade Toledo said. I love the community. My favorite place in Toledo is the Arts Center.
Yeah.
I go there and I just wander and look at statues and just wonder why.
Yeah, I love it. All right. The hardest part, I need 9 words, Trekkie,
9.
to describe the region or your favorite parts about it.
Let's go.
You ready, buddy?
Yes.
All right, starting from the top. Number 1.
Diverse.
Diverse, love it.
Happy.
My man.
Artsy.
Artsy, 3. We're almost there. Keep going.
Musical.
Musical, good.
Me always hungry, so they have great food.
Music, I'll give you 2 for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
last one, bring it home.
let's just bring it home. Sports.
Sports. A favorite sport, Trekkie. What's your favorite sport?
Oh, me love hockey.
Hockey. A violent puppet.
The show is going to shut down after today because this cannot get any better.
Trekkie, what are you
And many
doing?
people want it to shut down.
Trekkie, what are you doing Monday through Friday? And is it possible that you'd be willing to sit in between Matt and myself to do a daily show?
I would love to come back and co-host with you if that's what you're asking.
Trekkie, are you going to miss Floyd after the show?
No. I would really like this man's hand out of my body.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Oh,
my
such a good
goodness.
time.
Hey, Trekkie, where can people find information on Avenue Q and this weekend's show?
You definitely want to come see Avenue Q at the Hollywood Arts Center and get in all your tickets at Eventbrite, one of the slashes forward or back, Avenue Q, and we have shows Saturday and Sunday on Valentine's Day. Saturday is at 8, Sunday it's at 3.
Love it.
Man, this is the pinnacle.
This just makes me hate my children even more. This has been the best 9 minutes. of my
I'm going to
life.
buy myself a puppet.
Yeah.
You should. You should. Find me a woman. Please.
Yep.
I'm tired of being with Floyd.
This weekend is come on, Floyd's there.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. All right, thank you both.
Thank you both for being here.
being on. Thanks for getting up.
They're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right, transition out of this, Kev. You're the big star. You've got your own camera.
We'll be right back.
Support for the 419 comes from Witro Wealth Management, where we understand that your financial path is personal. Advisory services are offered through Capital Investment Advisory Services, LLC. Securities offered through Capital Investment Group, Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. More information at witroadvisors.com.
Destination Toledo. Whether you're a local or a visitor, Destination Toledo invites you to explore the region and be a tourist in Toledo. Find events, dining, and things to do at visittoledo.org.
WorkSpring. HR issues and employee well-being go hand in hand. WorkSpring supports employers through compliance, training, and wellness because healthy workplaces don't happen by accidents. Learn more at workspring.org.
Toledo Refining Company, a subsidiary of PDF Energy. Toledo Refining Company is a supplier of fuels that keep our region moving. Located in Oregon, Ohio, the refinery processes crude oil into gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, and other petroleum products.
And Tarda, celebrating its 55th year of connecting Northwest Ohioans to their community. More information at tarda.com.
Welcome back into the 419. I think I am fully recovered from the interview with Trekkie Monster. The hardest job in all of television is to be the guy that follows Trekkie Monster, and it gets to be you, my friend Matt Sussman.
We know you can handle it, Matt.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Love a challenge.
All right, buddy.
Welcome to the program. Let's just dive in, right? So you are all in on curling. So you and I went to high school together, but everything I see, I don't think I've ever seen you post anything that isn't curling related. So what got you into the sport of curling?
So after high school, I went to BGSU, where the curling club lived at the ice arena. I was 18, I was a freshman in college, and I had a class at 7 o'clock at night that I did not want to go to. And a friend of mine knocked on my dorm room door and said, hey, I saw they got curling classes down at the ice arena at 7 o'clock tonight. Do you want to go? And I said, sure. So I went down, learned how to play, kind of liked it, was kind of good at it. I was never really good at a sport before. I kind of got this, and I've been playing it ever since.
Did you flunk that class?
No.
Oh, good. Okay.
C+.
Okay, good.
Nailed it. Yeah,
Yes.
That's an A to me.
Yes.
What was, your first experience with curling? Had you seen it before, or it was literally just it's not class, so I'm going?
I knew nothing about it other than it was a sport played on ice. I had never played a sport on ice. I'd never played hockey or broom ball or anything like that. Don't know how to figure skate.
With beverages.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So I knew nothing about it. It was just another sport I wanted to try. I love sports. I like trying different ones. I'm not fast. I can't jump high. Fortunately, you don't have to run and you don't have to jump in this game. So I've taken to it, and I just love everything about it.
Where does curling come from? So it's on ice. You're not on skates. You got this weird broom thing. You got you got a ball involved, or the weight, whatever the heck it's called. I'm hoping you'll tell us.
Yes.
But where does the sport originate?
The sport was invented in Scotland on the frozen lakes or lochs, if you will, and all of the curling stones actually come from Scotland. They're just solid granite stones, and so it started there, and then it got very popular in Canada. So basically, you can't find a Canadian city or any town of at least 1,000 has grocery store and a post office and a church and a curling club. That's where everyone goes to socially gather and hang out, and so it's getting way more popular in the United States, and you're just seeing clubs pop up, and they're growing, and with the Olympics, everything.
This is probably preempts the Olympic conversation, which I'm certainly interested in having. But who globally is the leader in curling? Like, who's the historic best team? Where do they come from?
They would probably be Canada. They have had the most, but you're seeing a lot of countries in Europe, as well as East Asia, Japan, South Korea, China are getting very good. United States is catching up there as well. So it is a growing sport, but Canada has historically been the one that's been the best at it.
I just want to back up real quick. Like, describe to me what is the sport of curling, and how do you score? What is it comparable to?
Yeah, bocce. So think bocce, and you've got a big target in the ice, looks like a bullseye. You're trying to get as many rocks to the center of that, more than the other team. So it's a game of precision. It's a target game. There's some strategy involved, but it's basically like all other sports. You're trying to score more points than the other team.
And is it how many people are on a team? It's 2, 4 people?
There's versions. There's a mixed doubles, which is in the Olympics, which is 2 people teams, and then the regular one is 4.
How long is the Olympic course field? How do you describe it?
Yep, well, at our club as well, it's the same regulation size. I'd say it's about 130 feet.
Oh, wow.
So it's very long, but you'd be surprised how easy you could get one down there.
So one person pushes what you called a stone.
Yes, a stone.
Down the ice.
Yes.
And the other team person or 2 team members are doing what would be described as sweeping.
Yep, so these brooms here, you are basically pushing down on the ice and trying to sort of melt or reduce friction, and that allows the stone to travel further. So if you didn't throw it hard enough, then you'll hear a bunch of people yelling, and then they'll start to
describe
sweep
the
their brooms.
surface area. This
Yes.
is not what I expected. The bottom of this broom.
Yeah, so
Is it a broom?
this is actually my son's broom. He's 11, and he's
Okay.
taken up to it as well. So it's a great sport for young people. But this is basically just a carbon fiber handle, and then you've just got like a pad, like a fabric here, and then this gets changed out as it wears down. But
I mean, it looks like a Swiffer.
it does.
Yeah, kind
It does. And you're pushing down. You're trying to apply pressure rather than like a Swiffer where you're trying to like clear,
So this
debris.
may be a really stupid question.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Yeah.
but
Yes.
play after play, if you're doing that with the sweeping and making the pathway for the stone,
Yes.
then do they have to reset the ice?
No.
Okay.
Good question, but you're not doing that much damage to
Okay.
the ice, or you're doing like little microscopic scratches. So
Okay.
after a game, you do have to prepare the ice, but that's after the game.
This is certainly just by my ignorance, but who is a more critical player in this? The person who pushes the stone, or the sweeper, or are they truly equal?
I would say that there's actually a big debate about that right now.
This
but,
is the kind of questions we ask on the
yes,
show.
That's right.
It's like
yeah.
we're on Crossfire. Only we're not jerks.
I think the person who throws it gets the most glory, and you can certainly screw it up by doing a bad throw. And the sweepers are there to make that shot even more precise and even better. So it's really a team effort. You can't make a shot without anyone on the team.
I'm hearing you say the pushers are the dopes of the team. Your words,
Yeah,
Matt.
yeah. So the person that pushes, though, at least on the
Yes.
Olympics, you see them like practically in splits, like laying
Yes.
down on
Yes.
the ice. So that seems like it would be difficult.
It is hard, and it's a weird position. It's like
Yeah.
a lunge that you're getting into. Most of ours do it as well, but I also want to say that at our club, when we teach you how to play, we have an adaptive way where you can play. So if you, for any reason, you can't get down, your hips, knees are bad or whatever, we have this, and I wish I would have brought one, but it's about this size, doesn't have the broom on it, but it has a little handle on the bottom, and you can just sort of latch onto the curling stone because it's got a plastic handle, and you can just sort of walk out like shuffleboard.
Yeah.
And we have many members who come out every week and play in league using what we call the stick curling.
Okay.
And it's a way you can play the sport. It's a wheelchair sport, so
Yeah,
it's a Paralympic
sure.
sport as
Yes.
well. So, and everyone can play on the same team, doesn't matter how you throw it. And that's what I think is one of the most accessible and fun things about the
So
sport.
you don't have to be able to do the splits to play.
Correct.
To do curling.
How hard is that movement?
could-
Like because you have to balance
Yeah.
pretty aggressively.
Yeah, it is. And on these, and I brought my shoes here as
I
well.
want to talk about the shoes because you are
Yep.
on ice, which I've been
Yep.
told is slippery.
So this is just a rubber, these are just regular shoes, but underneath this little rubber cover, we've got this sort of plastic Teflon, and that's the part that slides on the ice. So it's not a skate. You're just sliding on this. This will glide really well. And we have
So this is just a
separate
regular pair of
ones.
shoes, or this is
These are special curling
these
shoes.
These are curling shoes.
Yes, yep. And we have a sort of step-on part of this Teflon slider that
If
when
you
you try
don't
it
play.
out, you can step on it and then you can step off
So just
it.
to describe it for our radio
Yes.
audience, it looks like just a regular pair of black athletic tennis shoes, and then there's these discs, hard plasticky discs on the bottom.
Absolutely, yes.
So why is this? This is an overwhelmingly popular club and rec in BG. Why is this such an easy transition into a social gathering?
It's a good question. It's a great social game, and I think just the fact that the sport is so silly. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got stones, you've got brooms, you've got ice.
Sure.
What are you
I love
all
that.
doing here?
Yeah.
Because one of the traditions that happens is after league, someone wins, someone loses. We all shake hands, say good curling. The tradition is that we then go inside into the warmth. There's a bar, so
Now I understand it.
and both teams sit at the same table and they just hang out for about 15 to 30 minutes. The the first round's bought by the winning team.
Oh, that's a tradition.
That's a tradition. Yep.
Okay, how about that?
So it's just so good for intergenerational.
Matt, I know that you were here to see our first two segments. If you had to put Trekkie in one of the roles of curling, where would Trekkie flourish?
He's got a lot of fur, and I hope that he's not shedding. That's
Yeah.
always a big problem with with the ice. We don't want to see a lot of stuff drop
I'm balding.
down there.
Should I not participate?
I got the hat on, and so am I.
God bless
And
you.
that's why I've got this on.
Sure.
So
the
yeah.
curling.
You didn't answer the question.
Oh, you didn't. Yeah, that's right. Which position?
Is he pushing or is he
Is he
sweeping?
leading? I'd like to see him sweep. I just want to see that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And again,
Entertaining.
everyone does everything, so
okay.
everyone rotates.
Now in BG, you mentioned before that you started at the ice rink on campus, but the curling facility is now off of campus,
Yes.
and it's on Route 25. It's a very nice.
That's my favorite route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice facility there. Did you have a hand in developing that? Is this part of your programming there?
Yeah, our club kind of outgrew the ice arena, and we wanted our own space where we could do our own events and our own leagues and play on the weekends and kind of do what we wanted. So we did some fundraising, and we ended up buying that building on 25. Used to be an Amish furniture store. And so the Black Swamp Curling Center is where we play. We also have the BGSU and the UT clubs.
Oh, wow,
They both
okay.
have curling clubs, and they both play there. It's the only curling club in Northwest Ohio. So we're all very proud of it.
Yes, you
and,
should be. It's really
and
cool.
it's just so fun to like, so many of the members put in all their time and money to make a really cool place, and that's, you know.
And you offer beginning lessons and other league type play there, right?
Yes. So with the Olympics happening, our season runs from October to April, and for the Olympics we pause our leagues for 2 weeks. And if anyone's interested in learning how to play, we have what are called Learn to Curls. So bgcurlingclub.com, you sign up, you pick a time, it's 2 hours, it's $40. You bring a pair of just indoor gym shoes, and we provide the rest. With the stones are there, we've got the brooms, we've got the, if you want to wear a helmet, you can wear a helmet if you're afraid of falling. But we'll provide all the instruction, and we'll get you up and running and play a game, a short game.
Is there an ambulance there in the parking lot?
We can get one quickly if
Okay.
necessary. It's it rarely happens, but
Matt, this
I think it'll
is
be good.
really interesting to me for a number of reasons, but if nothing else, starting something that has been such a community ad is something not to be passed by, so celebrating that. But do you have I don't know, if a favorite moment in this long career of starting the club to having, I don't know, at-risk kids participating? Tell me, do you have a singular moment that is something that you want to share that's a highlight?
So I got remarried last year,
Okay,
and I
congratulations.
met my current wife at the curling club. She had just started playing. It was actually like a meet cute, like I needed someone to spare on my team.
Yeah.
And she just started. She said, "Okay, I think I'll." Okay, fine, I'll play. And
Yeah.
so she played, and she threw the first rock, and I was sweeping, and I fell the first sweep, and she had no idea what was going on. But we became friends, and I think just meeting Lauren there is like, I mean,
You
that's.
didn't mention you could meet men
yeah.
there. You should have led with that.
You can meet anyone you want there. You can meet people of all ages.
A Valentine's Day theme.
There you
Yes,
go.
For the show.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's a lovely
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
Find love at the curling club in
Yep.
BG.
Well, I've always found it to be cold anyway.
That's right.
Gretchen, you were going to go curling with your
Yes.
friends.
So I have this group of female friends that we try to do,
They're all
sort of
puppets,
enrichment.
Matt. Does that
Yeah.
surprise you?
Not at
enrichment
all.
type things, and we've looked to take curling, and several times we've backed out for fear of, we're all about in our 50s,
Yeah.
of breaking a hip or
Right.
basically dying doing it. But I think that maybe I'll get them to try it after talking to you today. It seems like we could maybe do it.
There's a way to do it again with the stick curling. If they're worried of falling, they don't have to use the shoes or the sliders. We have people in their 50s. We have members all the way into their late 80s, and I've seen people in their 90s play as
Okay.
well.
Great.
Do you have to do it on the ice?
Yeah. And here's the thing: if you don't want to play, just come out and watch.
No, yeah, I think it would be fun.
that's a great point, Matt.
Yeah.
Come on and
Is
watch.
there a not like I know there's inline skates, right? So there's roller blades if you want to play street hockey. Is
Yeah.
there a street version of curling?
We do have a floor curling set. So we also play crokinole, which is a tabletop game that's kind of got the same angles as curling. So there's a lot of options.
How much does the stone weigh?
Great question.
It is a little over 40 pounds.
Wow.
And the great news is that you don't actually have to lift it. You're just kind of pushing it, and there's no reason to lift it. But it's heavy.
What are you excited about for the Olympics? I know the Olympics are on now.
Yes.
We're I think kind of in the middle of it. But
Yeah.
what are you looking forward to seeing, a particular person or a team?
How's the U.S. doing? This might date it, but that's
Well,
okay.
the U.S., so the men's and women's team will start this week, and I think they'll do okay. Canada, Switzerland, Sweden, Great Britain are all pretty good. But I will say, so the U.S. men's team, so I'm wearing their hat right now. So their skip or their captain is named Danny Casper, hence the ghost.
Yes.
And I'll say they're a little dorky, but they're great energy. a lot of characters. One of their players is a classically trained cellist.
Wow. Sure.
Another one knows how to juggle. He's made some videos on yo-yo tricks. So they're all really, really fun people.
To put you on the spot, Sussman.
Yes.
Who's gonna gold? Who's gonna silver? And who's gonna bronze?
Oh boy, for men's or women's?
Both.
Women, I'll say Canada, Switzerland, Sweden.
Okay.
Men,
Qatar.
yes. I'll say Great Britain because they're Scottish.
wow.
And probably Canada, silver. And oh boy, let's just say the United States.
Let's
There you go.
just do it. We can take the
Go
bronze.
Team
All
Casper.
right.
Yeah.
Check it out on FanDuel. That's Sussman's picks.
If people want more information on the BG Curling Club, where can they find it?
BGCurlingClub.com. That's where we have all our Learn to Curls. Check us out, and we're on Route 25. So,
Matt,
hope to see you there. Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah, Matt.
So interesting.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I love the passion you have for this,
Me
and
too.
obviously, knowing that you found love through it as well. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Super
congratulations! Thanks for coming on the program. I appreciate you reaching out and saying, "Hey, let's promote. It's Olympics. Let's promote curling."
Let's do it.
So this was great. Love it. All right, when we come back, we'll wrap up this Thursday edition of the 419.
Every day when you walk
You laughed with us. You learned with us.
Hi, neighbor.
We made sure your childhood was special. Memories that could only be provided by PBS. For generations, we've given you programs that made a difference. Programs that entertained, informed, and inspired. And today is no different. This is WGTE Public Media in Toledo. It's where you belong.
Introducing The Local Thread, a community news series uniting voices and storytellers from across the region. In partnership with La Prensa, the Toledo Free Press, the Sojourner's Truth, Toledo Public Schools, and veteran journalist Jerry Anderson. The Local Thread brings you stories and conversations that connect our community. Hear it weeknights at 7 on FM 91 with early access on podcast platforms each morning. The Local Thread, only on WGTE.
Welcome back into the 419 as we wrap up our Thursday edition. Took a look at our Toledo.com community calendar driven by Tarda. Thanks to our incredible guest, Jessica from Handmade Toledo, Matt Sussman from the BG Curling Club, and Trekkie Monster from Avenue Q. This is the greatest moment of my
Yeah,
life.
we derailed a bit, but I don't think anyone will hold us
No.
accountable for that.
I pride myself on being able to kind of keep it together, right? So like when I'm announcing a sporting event,
Sure.
I've got, folks in my ear cracking jokes or trying to make me break, and I'm pretty good at not doing that.
Yeah.
And just as we're wrapping up the conversation with Trekkie Monster.
The reality hit you that you've been talking to this sock puppet.
I've been talking to a puppet the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I actually, we drove to, obviously knowing that Trekkie was coming on, I said, well, I'm not talking to Floyd, the handler or the puppeteer, I don't know, but Floyd was equally charming.
Yes.
Yeah, so great guests with a slew of great guests. Jess came on first, operates, I think, one of the real gems of our area. I told her this before we started, I think, or maybe it made the show, I can't remember, but it has been the place where I found like the best gifts that people love the very most. My girls like to go there and pick out stuff for people. So kudos to her. In 14 years, doesn't happen by accident. So
well, and the work that Matt and the BG Curling Club are doing, kind of breaking out and creating their own space, right?
Yes.
So starting in somebody else's house and saying, this is a big enough thing.
And
we're
also,
gonna do it on our own.
I'm glad you mentioned that because it's about time we started taking stuff back from the Amish.
Yeah.
Your words, Gretchen. They've gotten enough.
That is my position.
They've had enough.
Yeah.
If you missed any part of today's show, and believe me, you want to go back and catch all of it. 3 different opportunities every day to enjoy the program. 7 a.m. on WGTE's YouTube channel, 3 p.m. on FM 91 in Toledo, Bryan, Defiance, and Lima, and 6 p.m. on WGTE Connects channel 30.4. Of course, all of our episodes are also available online at WGTE.org/the419.
The 419, powered by WGTE, is made possible in part by supporters like you.